Hi everybody, Dana Sparks, Director of the Real Estate Academy of America and qualifying broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors. Continuing on with the changes that the Georgia Association of Realtors, or GAR, has made to the contract package for 2023. Please check out easy for me to say. Please check out all of the other videos that I have done concerning these changes. There is a playlist 2023 GAR contract, and I will link them below, or check out the tab on, I guess it's below here. Check out the tab that says videos on my channel, and you will see all the recent videos on the 2023 changes that the Georgia Association of Realtors has made to their contract package. Our school, the Real Estate Academy of America, is teaching a free 3-hour CE class on these contract changes, free to any agent in the state of Georgia. We are teaching them in person, hosted by various Maximum One company branches throughout the entire state, as well as virtually. They are being taught by our instructors, by our brokers, as well as by closing attorneys. So check them out. Come take a class virtually or in person. But in the meantime, I'm continuing on with some video hints, just explanations of what some of these changes are. So today we are going to talk about, they've made a few changes to the seller's brokerage agreement, and I'm going to break those down and go over them one by one. I have found that instead of doing the entire form, that it seems to be easier and more accessible to you guys as agents if I sort of break down these into smaller videos, so you can just hop on, watch a quick video, and then hop off. So today I want to talk about one of the changes that they have made to the seller brokerage agreement. Again, watch my channel. I'm going to do more on other changes they made. This is not the only change, but just briefly want to talk about pictures and videos and people taking photographs of somebody's property and what the contract says, or what the listing agreement says, and then what license law says. So let's dive in, shall we? So there is a brand new paragraph in the seller brokerage agreement, which is GAR form F101, and I'm specifically talking about the exclusive seller brokerage agreement, but like a lot of the forms, GAR will make universal changes. In other words, if it's something that's pertinent to the exclusive seller brokerage agreement, it will also be found in the non-exclusive seller brokerage agreement. But under paragraph B3, they've added a new subparagraph. So it is a brand new B3B, images. And basically, this is a disclosure to the seller. Seller, look, everybody nowadays has a camera and a video recorder with them at all times, and people may take photos of your home. Just want you to know that regardless of what we tell them, if they have permission or don't have permission, just you need to be we have to disclose to you that when you have your home for sale and we're having potential buyers and agents and brokers with other buyers in there, they might take photographs and videos of the inside of your home. So take the proper precautions. So this is how the new paragraph reads. Again, it is in the, I'm specifically talking about the exclusive seller brokerage agreement, GAR F101, paragraph B3B, and it states, seller agrees to remove any personal property prior to listing the property of which the seller does not want images to be so captured. The broker, meaning the seller's broker, shall not be liable to the seller for the brokers or buyers taking photographs, videos, or use of other technology to capture and manipulate images of the property without the permission of the seller and the broker. What does all that mean? That means, okay, seller, if you have anything of value in your property, or just anything that you don't necessarily want out photographed or videoed and put out there, you need to remove it, just because this may happen regardless of what I, as your agent / broker, tell you, advise you, or tell others, put in the showing instructions, it still could happen inadvertently, and you agree to not hold me harmless, and so forth and so on. Now, let me just talk briefly about license law, because you, as a real estate licensee in the state of Georgia, are also held to license law regarding marketing and advertising. So what does license law say? In GREC rule, Georgia Real Estate Commission's Rule 520-1-.09, which is part of the marketing and advertising body of license laws, it states that a licensee shall not advertise any real estate for sale unless the licensee has first secured the written permission of the owner or the owner's authorized agent, that would be the broker, or the owner of a leasehold estate. When such permission is granted, a licensee advertising real estate that is listed with another firm shall clearly and conspicuously disclose the name of the listing firm unless the listing firm has expressly agreed in writing to waive those clear and conspicuous disclosures. What does all of this mean? What does this have to do with images? Well, basically, a photograph or a video of a property is marketing and advertising that property. So you, as a licensee, you do not, unless you have written permission of the owner or the broker representing that owner or the owner's otherwise authorized agent to market and advertise the house, you do not have permission to do that. That includes taking photos or videos and putting them out there to market and advertise the house. Now, when a seller signs a listing agreement or a seller brokerage agreement, they are giving the listing broker that permission to market and advertise their house with photos and videos and flyers and so forth and so on. Then what you should be asking yourself is, well, what about IDX reciprocity? I've got an agent website. My broker has a brokerage website. And how does that work? If the property's in an MLS service and the public can see the property on my broker's website or on my agent website, how does that all work? Those IDX reciprocity agreements, which stands for Internet Data Exchange, that is just permission from the authorized agent. So just quickly backing up, when a broker signs a membership agreement with an MLS service, part of that membership agreement is that I give the MLS service permission to share my listings with other broker members of the MLS service, including sharing the photographs and the videos. But that only extends to websites, brokerage websites, and agent websites that have signed this IDX reciprocity agreement. You agents, and you have to, and in that, it has to say whom the actual seller owner is, or the authorized agent would either be the actual listing broker or the MLS service. That's why you'll see courtesy of FMLS, courtesy of Georgia MLS, courtesy of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors. Now, these public sites, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, Redfin, so forth and so on, they also have these IDX reciprocity agreements signed with these MLS services. And you'll notice on there that even in their marketing and advertising, it does give attribution to the brokerage or to the MLS. And that's by virtue of the membership agreements with the MLS service and what is agreed upon in this IDX reciprocity agreement. And that's just a form that you get signed. Brokers get signed when they are as part of their brokerage website to the public. And agents, when you have an agent website going out to the public, that is a form that you could get signed with an MLS so that you can market all the MLS listings to the public by virtue of being on your website. However, this does not extend to your social media. This agreement, the signed written permission, is only for these websites. So you agents, You do not have permission to take photographs of a house and market that house for sale, market that house in your own promotion or in your own social media, your Facebook, your YouTube, so forth and so on, unless you get direct, specific, written permission from that owner or from that owner's authorized agent. So that's just a little hint on license law. I will tell you that is a great way to go generate business. As a lead generation tip, you guys go get with some builders or anybody, but especially builders. Go get with builders and get their written permission to market and advertise their properties. Go create a YouTube channel marketing these properties. You will attract buyers and you will attract other sellers. But this is a great way, but you can't do it without their written permission. And one more thing, while we're on the topic, you may not copy and paste photos from an MLS service, even if from an MLS service onto your own marketing and advertising. Those photos are, once they're in MLS, they are typically copyrighted. So you would need to get permission from the person that actually took the photos or from the listing agent. Go out there and take your own photos. But back to the change in 2023 GAR. GAR says, nevertheless, sellers, you need to be aware of doing that, because sometimes buyers will walk through and buyers are going to take photographs or videos of the home to share, to say, share with a loved one, look, this is the house I'm looking at. Here's the walkthrough. What do you think? Or even to do that to remind themselves if they're looking at more than one house. And then once they find a house they love, they might say, hey, look, everybody, this is the house I have the contract on, and put that up on their own social media. So that's the reason for the disclosure in the listing agreement or seller brokerage agreement that GAR has added for 2023. Woo! Thank you guys so much for watching. Dana Sparks, Director of Real Estate Academy of America and qualifying broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors, satisfying your needs with service, innovation, and education. Bye. If you like that video, check out the one here. If you like the content on this entire channel, please click here to subscribe. I try to take even the most complicated of real estate situations and make them crystal clear. See what I did there? Real estate made crystal clear. Thank you guys so much for watching.